What's up, guys? Back again with another UFC video here. It's going to be on the UFC 204 card, Bisping versus Henderson. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool pay-per-view card. Of course, you know, the main event, we got Bisping versus Hendo, the main card. Also got a good fight here, Belfort against Mousasi. Same for Manuwa, should be a good matchup. Struve and ovince, that should be also a pretty good striking battle. Bektic and Doan. Both of these guys, I think, were pretty good strikers. Bektic is really well-rounded, and he's a great prospect, so, you know, it should be a good fight. Pretty good card right there on the main card, but, you know, for that portion of the card. But, you know, then we got the FS1 prelims. You got Pickett Alcantara. Looks to be like another good fight. And Whistle and Font. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think Font's probably going to smash him, but we'll see. Grant and Stasiak. Don't know too much about these guys, but I know Grant was on the Ultimate Fighter, I believe, and he's, you know, really good off his back, and his striking's, you know, well improved. Then we got this fight here, Edwards and Tumanov. Tumanov, tons of knockout power against a really good striker in Edwards. Both these guys, really good strikers, should be a good fight. But let's go ahead and go on to the card I'm going to be doing my picks on today. Well, in this video, I'll also be doing picks on the FS1 prelims and the main card. But this video here, guys, is all about the fight pass prelims. So let's go ahead and get started here. First fight of the night, we got Lucas Sajewski against Mark Diakis. So we got a newcomer here in the UFC, in Mark, and then we got Lucas Sajewski, you know, fighting, I think, his third fight in the UFC. So let's go ahead and check out their pages real quick. This guy's a submission / wrestling fighter, so, you know, kind of submission wrestler. You know, likes to take you down, work for submissions. 13-2 record, 25 years old, 71-inch reach. As you can see, he's on a 2-fight losing streak in the UFC, and that's actually the only fights he's ever lost. First, he lost against Nick Hine, who just obviously, you know, above his level. And then he lost to Gilbert Burns, where he wasn't looking too horrible in. His striking looked a lot better. He landed good shots to the body, but still, you know, ended up getting taken down. You know, I think he got hurt with some strikes from Burns, so that's how he got taken down. You know, the strike set up the takedown for Burns, and Burns ended up getting that first round submission. And that was, I think, the first time Lucas here has ever been finished. 3 wins by knockout, 6 by submission, 4 armbar, 2 rear naked chokes, 7 first round finishes, and obviously he's on a 2-fight losing streak right now. Let's go ahead and check out his opponent here, who I'm pretty sure most of you guys know nothing about. Yeah, he's a newcomer, 9-0 record. Boxing and wrestling is his summary. 23 years old, very young, 73-inch reach. So he has a 2-inch reach advantage. 4 wins by knockout, 1 by submission, 5 first-round finishes. Last 2 victories have ended by knockout in a combined 60 seconds. And what else we got here? He was a BAMMA champion, undefeated, and BAMMA is another organization. Won 3 British titles, 2-time Lonsdale champion, BJJ purple belt, and numerous amateur titles. So yeah, we got pretty much a striker versus grappler matchup here. Obviously, Lucas here is the grappler, while we got Mark as the striker. So I was looking at some footage on Mark, and I'm pretty impressed with this guy. He has, I would say, some decent movement, good footwork, like I'm saying. He's a really good striker, has tons of power. It seems like he has a really good overhand, and if that shit lands, man, you're gonna get knocked out, man. I think I seen two fights of his, and they ended like less than a minute, and it was like he ended them kind of with the same punch, the overhand. I think it was overhand right. Either way, this guy has a lot of power. Yeah, tons of power. Striking looks good. He also shown in one fight where I saw that he can take the fight to the ground. Also, you know, he does have the ability to take people down, but obviously against Lucas here, the game plan is going to be obviously stay on the feet and probably get a first round knockout here. So yeah, guys, haven't been too impressed with Lucas here, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the I'm not sure if Mark here is the underdog. No, actually he is the favorite. As you can see, plus 170 for Sajewski here. So yeah, people obviously have looked into Mark and seen that this guy has some good power, and you know, he is making his UFC debut, but look at that, he's opening up as a favorite over not really a UFC veteran, but someone who's fought in the UFC twice. So yeah, it makes sense. the bookies see it makes sense to make Mark the favorite, and he's the better striker, and he's still undefeated, and yeah, makes sense to me also. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Mark. This guy, like I said, tons of power, should be able to outstrike Lucas on the feet and get a finish. If Burns could hurt Lucas with some punches, Mark could for sure knock him out. Also, I'm not too sure how good Mark's takedown defense is, but as we can see here in the stats, Lucas doesn't really have any takedowns. So yeah, I think Lucas probably won't be able to take down. Probably won't take the fight down to the ground. I think it's gonna stay on the feet, and that's where Mark's gonna be very dangerous and probably get a first round finish. And if it's not a first, it's gonna be a second round finish. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Mark to win by first round knockout, and that's gonna be my pick. Next fight here, we got Leonardo Santos against Adriano Martins, two Brazilian fighters, 155 weight class. Let's go ahead and open up the page real quick. Both of these guys obviously good jiu-jitsu. Leonardo Santos, jiu-jitsu specialist, good cardio and excellent submission. This guy's all about jiu-jitsu, 36 years old, 75-inch reach, long for the weight class. As you can see, he's on a nice little win streak here. Draw. Not sure. Did he win that fight against Micario? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won that fight. Anyways, yeah. So he won the fight against Micario here, had a draw against Norman Park, and yeah, he's on a pretty much a win streak here. Beat Escudero by decision, beat Tony Martin by a second round submission, and then also beat Kevin Lee by first round knockout, which a lot of people, a lot of people were shocked about that. That was very unexpected. Lee was a pretty big favorite at the time, and got smashed on the feet. And yeah, got finished by a jiu-jitsu guy. So this guy has improved striking. He's always looking better with the striking. Now we're looking at Adriano Martins here. His summary is jiu-jitsu. He should also add some knockout power to that summary, because this guy got excellent power. You guys can see right here, his last fight, he won by first round knockout against Islam Makhachev. A good wrestler. Striking's not too bad, and he was able to finish him in the first round with a nice clean right hook. He also beat Rustam Khabilov. You guys see right here. And if you guys didn't know, this guy's a fucking beast. So for Martins to beat this guy, obviously shows Martins could deal with, these Russian fighters who have good takedowns. Against Juan Puig, who I don't even know too much about, but anyways, he got a knockout against him. A lot of people know this guy because he got finished by Cerrone in the first round by a brutal head kick, but he also beat Cruikshank. And well, that's it for his recent fights, or his fights in the UFC. 11 first round finishes, 13 wins by knockout, 3 by submission, armbar, guillotine, medical choke. 11 first round finishes. So this guy's just a big finisher. He's good with jiu-jitsu, but this guy's, I would say, his main strength will be his striking. Alright, so the way I see this fight playing now is I see it playing out largely on the feet. I don't think Santos here has the takedown ability to take Martins down. If anything, Martins will probably be the one taking him down. But if anything here, I think this fight's going to stay on the feet, like I'm saying. And I don't really see Martins going for the takedown. I see Martins being comfortable on the feet and just staying on the feet. I know Santos has improved striking, as they showed in that Kevin Lee fight, but Martins has too much power. I also believe Martins is a better striker, so I think Martins here should be able to win this fight, guys. I'm not too sure if I see a finish here. Santos seems like a tough guy. I'm not sure if anybody has knocked him out in his career. Maybe, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go ahead and just pick Martins to win this fight. I don't see a submission happening for both of them, even though, Santos, you never know, maybe he could pull out a submission, but yeah, I think Martin's going to be able to win this fight, and I'm going to go ahead and say this fight goes to a decision. So I'm picking Martins by decision. Alright guys, moving on to the featured fight on the Fight Pass prelims. We got Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts against Mike Platinum Perry. So let's go ahead and open up their pages. I'm about to reach that 10-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording just for a second, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, so here we are. Danny Roberts. Summary is boxing, speed, athleticism, and heart. Let's go ahead and check out his wins in the UFC. He's on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC. Great record of only 13-1. Only 1 loss. His first fight in the UFC, he fought Nathan Coy, a wrestler. tapped him out in the first round. And against Dominic Steele, another fighter who's very similar to Coy, just a bit better. You know, like a bit stronger than him and whatnot. Anyways, Dominic Steele made it a very competitive fight and really showed Dominic Steele's toughness, because a lot of people were thinking Roberts was just going to smoke this guy. But yeah, Roberts still ended up getting that unanimous decision win. It was fight of the night. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so yeah, it was a good fight. Roberts showed off some good striking, but you know, also it shows that he gets tired with, you know, clinch exchanges, and also, you know, being on the ground for, you know, long periods of time. Dominic Steele had him, you know, hurt, I think, a few times, took him down, you know, slams, clinch, a lot of work in the clinch, both of them knee each other in the clinch. It was a back and forth kind of fight. In the end, Roberts landed way more significant strikes. Roberts had him hurt more times, I want to say. And overall, that's how pretty much Roberts won the fight. But yeah, this guy's a really good striker. Let's go ahead and check out his accomplishments. Box amateur, compiled a 32-7 record, turned pro and had 5 pro fights. So this guy's known for pretty much his boxing here, obviously. He's a good boxer. Has also excellent kicks, so he's obviously improving his kickboxing style also, not just using his hands, also using really good kicks. He's fast for the weight class also. He has some fast hands, fast kicks. Overall, he's a really well-rounded striker. Also compiled with a really good submission game. You guys can see right here. Yeah, 5 by submission, 2 rear naked choke, triangle, armbar, and a Bravo choke. I'm not too sure if he's if he has a jiu-jitsu belt or not. Don't see anything here, but he does have a good ground game, you know, off his back. Now we go on to Mike Perry's page here. Summary is just striking. They should also add, you know, knockout power to that. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, his only fight in the UFC was on, I want to say this fight was on short notice. Anyways, yeah, it was Hung Yu Lim. He was going to fight someone else, but anyways, so Hung Yu Lim against Perry. A lot of people obviously counted up Mike Perry out here. This guy was I want to say, not a huge ass underdog, but he was an underdog. Yeah, Hung Yu Lim coming off a long layoff. Yeah, damn, I'm tired too early over here. Anyways, so yeah, Hung Yu Lim coming off that long layoff. Yeah, right away he's going up against a newcomer to the UFC and Mike Perry. Mike Perry known for huge knockout power. Hung Yu Lim known for being a tough, durable striker who has a good chin and good power also. And he's huge for the weight class. And yeah, he got clipped a lot of times, wasn't able to handle the power. Perry was able to knock him out in the first round. All 8 wins by knockout, and 6 are in the first round. So this guy's a huge first round finisher. If he hits you at that right hand in that first round, more than likely, hits you clean, he's going to knock you out, or he's going to hurt you really badly and then just finish you on the ground with some ground and pound. So this guy has some really good power. So you can't really underestimate this guy. He has a lot of power. His striking, from what I saw though, it didn't really look super impressive to me. I know he has really good power, but his style, it seemed like he just really depends a lot on his power pretty much. I'm not seeing like super good boxing, nice jabs or combinations or anything like that. It's more like some really big shots, type of shots. That's not really super technical striking compared to to Roberts here, who I would say is more of a technical striker compared to Perry. He's more of just a knockout striker. So I counted out Mike Perry once. Obviously, who's gonna pick Mike Perry over Hung Yu Lim? Not much people pick that guy. So yeah, I counted him out there obviously for a good reason. Hung Yu Lim being tough, durable, and being a really good striker. But yeah, he took him out. And Roberts, it shows that this guy could be hurt. He got hurt against Steele, who has some good power, but he's not. I want to say he doesn't have as much power here as a Mike Perry, and he's not as explosive. Perry here is very explosive with his shots. He has pretty good timing, and overall, like I said, just really huge knockout power. His ground game, from what I've seen, I don't see much of his ground game. He did have Hung Yu Lim on the ground. He showed a little bit of top game, but obviously if he has you hurt and he's on top of you, obviously he's going to do damage. But I haven't seen no wrestling at all from this guy or jiu-jitsu skills. So overall, Roberts here is the more well-rounded fighter. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Roberts here, guys, to win this fight. but you know, Perry here could come out of nowhere and hit him with a clean shot and knock him out, guys. It's possible, man. This is MMA. Perry has lots of power. Who knows? This guy could be the next big thing here, man. This guy all wins by knockout. He's a scary guy. Lots of power. But I think Roberts here will be a little bit too technical. He will out-volume Mike Perry. If he stays away from that punch, I think he should be all right, and just pretty much maybe win if not a decision, maybe it'd be like a late finish or something like that. But Perry seems pretty tough also. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to go ahead and side with Danny Roberts, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this fight goes to decision. So Roberts by decision. Alright, guys, so that's it for my picks. To recap here, I'm picking Mark Diakis to win by first round knockout. And how confident I am in that pick, I'm pretty damn confident. For sure, I think he's gonna win. I mean, in the first round, you never know. Maybe he might make it to the second round, but very confident in Mark winning this fight. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm 5 out of 5 on my confidence level right there. So very confident. Martins against Santos, how confident I am. I'm gonna go ahead and say 4 out of 5. Martins is a superior striker. Really good takedown defense. He beat Kovilov, who's a better fighter. Santos has improved striking, but I just think Martins here should be better all around. Has more knockout power. And yeah, I think Martins keeps it on feet, should be better. And yeah, Martins by decision, see it happening. And I'm 4 out of 5 on my confidence level. Moving on here to the featured fight. Obviously, to recap, I'm picking Roberts by decision. Who knows? He could get a finish. This guy's a finisher, with his striking or his submission game. Perry here could knock him out. You never know. So for my confidence, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say 3 out of 5. I might throw Mike Perry on a DraftKings lineup. I mean, he is coming off a really impressive win, but I still think Roberts here probably will win here. He's more rounded guy. So yeah. So I'm picking Roberts by decision. My confidence, like I said, I'm 3 out of 5 on that. Alright, guys, so that's it for my picks on the Fight Pass prelims. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are picking Perry over Roberts, or any of these other picks that I talked about. I'll be making a video soon on the FS1 prelims. Stay tuned, guys. Yeah, not much else to say here. If you guys haven't joined DraftKings, join now. I did win on my DraftKings lineup, this last week. Made like what? I made like 40 something dollars. Entered like 6 lineups, whatever, won like 40 something dollars or something like that. So I'm pretty good with my lineups. I haven't done no more lineup videos, but I can help you guys out if you guys join under me and click that link in that description. So yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it or whatever. That's gonna be it. Catch you guys on the next one.